made 30 plus videos talking.
Actually, it's 44 video. Actually, it's now up to 72. Yeah, and we're gonna keep going. Number 73 right here.
Need to box me. No, mother. Preach can't fight all your battles. And we'll show you guys all the text messages. That's one of the biggest lies that they tell to this day, saying that we ran away from the boxing match. We lied to you guys. That was never his fucking wife.
You know, Myron was getting upset, so then he decided to open up a video on us. Look at Myron showing up in our live stream chats, huh? Yapping away. You mad? You mad? You got AI pictures in?
Yeah, that was corny as That's corny as Hey, don't I look like DC Cormier? Don't I look like the DC, like Daniel Cormier? Yeah. I look like Daniel Cormier on that shit. I ain't mad at it. Made me look like a UFC fighter.
So I always like it because, you know, Myron gets very upset and very heated every time, and then I have a good laugh. So why don't we play the video of Myron?
Bro, wait. Look at the painting behind me. The real painting is supposed to be a lady. That's a white dude. What kind of AI are you using? This ain't Sora.
That is true. It's a black woman too, but you know how he feels about them.
Yes.
He said, I don't care. Even in my jokes, get them
white.
He put a white dude instead of a black one. This is not going to help him out on this video.
Oh, my God.
That's a good catch. That's a good catch.
This is great.
Let's go ahead and start this timeline right from the beginning. We're going to go back to 2021. April 26, 2021.
Whoa. That's not the start of this timeline.
That's not where it started.
See, we don't really talk about this much because it's just like, it's kind of boring to get into details. But since he brought up the timeline, I always like to do this. So before we even met these guys, a lot of you guys don't know this, and he didn't include in his narrative, is that before I ever met this guy, before we ever went on his podcast, a month before, he decided to get on a podcast and be a little spicy. And I'll explain why, because I'm going to, for the first time, do a bit of behind the scenes, okay? But here it is. I'm gonna pull it up on screen.
I'm gonna take a bit from everybody, and I was like kind of like taking notes in my head as
all right. So you can see right there it says March 7th, 2021. We didn't go on the podcast, or me specifically, until the next month afterwards. Okay, and you guys can hear what he said for himself.
This is what I think. They ain't in it like we are. You know what I'm saying? They took what they needed, got the clout, got the girls. Now you know what? I can start to observe some of these blue pill ideals that I used to have. Anybody that has common sense understands that the RP and everything else like that, alpha, beta, all these, they're placeholder terms to explain things. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, we're all here watching the Matrix. Red pill, blue pill, purple pill. No, you idiot. Like, stop being stupid. It's simply an analogy to help people understand the differences between the truth, the lies, etc.
So to be clear, right now he's talking about me specifically, but it's fine.
He was in the middle of his RP awakening, but he didn't fully take it in. There it is. And he doesn't understand. If this guy was to meet a bad chick, he will still get taken to the cleaners. As much as he wants to bring up all of this stuff, he ain't ready.
I want y'all to pay attention to how he acted when I asked him about the comments he had made before I ever came on the podcast. Again, I never spoke to this guy. He was talking spicy, saying I'd get fucking taken over by a girl, that, he called me an idiot, stupid. Oh, you guys are married? And then he played some little song. It's fine. I don't mind. You felt like we were kind of blue-pilled, right?
I don't remember. What show was this one?
This was on, this was
Rollo Donovan. We were all together.
Donovan Sharp's live.
They did a video about basically the red pill.
Shout out to Fresh. Myron's trying to escape accountability and any kind of what show was this on? Nigga, you said that shit like a month ago. Shut the f up. But Fresh couldn't skip. I remember when you was talking shit about him. He threw some right, those are right under the bus.
We've got so many streams, bro. I'm trying to remember which one.
I remember.
Oh man,
I remember. Oh, me. I remember. It was. Wait, it was. He threw him under the bus. He was driving.
Yes.
Picking coconuts in Barbados.
And also, you guys might not remember this era. This is the era where Myron was accepting his balding nature. And he just looked different. Now he's got the Indian hairline. He pushed the shit far forward, and you guys might not recognize this person, but that is indeed Amru Fuddle.
I'm trying to remember. I would say
Look at the live stream chat. They're all laughing at him. Look at this dude. And this is what I mean. A lot of content creators do this, right? They'll talk spicy before you know each other, and then when you even ask them about it, they're like, I have amnesia. I don't even care. But just stand on what the fuck you said. And this guy was just such a coward about it. It made me look at him very differently right away. He said, I was going to get taken to the cleaners if I met a baddie.
Well, here's the thing. So you can only go off. You can only assume. That's what human nature is, right?
I also find it funny that he came with the smoke.
Yes. So whenever this guy talks big and he says all this huffing and puffing, just know he's actually quite the big pussy when it comes to things like this. But it was just a funny moment to me. Did you have your RP awakening?
No.
How come you haven't awakened yet?
I like sleeping, nigga.
April 26, 2021, as you guys know, Abba came down to Miami and did a podcast with us, and Preach called in back from Canada. You guys can go ahead and watch the interview. I can link it below if you guys want. But yeah, Preach was basically being a little bitch throughout the entire interview, acting as if he doesn't want to be there or whatever.
Boss. I didn't know who these guys were. I had no clue who they were. Abba introduced them to me as, oh, we're going to do a podcast, this and that, doesn't tell much. They asked me a question. So I'm like, all right, let me take in consideration what's going on, and let me formulate what I have to say.
Wait, are you going to talk about the thing with the?
Yes.
Hold on, no. Okay. You know what? Why don't I pull up?
There's some people that don't know how to have conversation with people they're attracted to. They freeze up and they're just like, so do you like? Yeah, they don't know how to act.
So yeah, just gave him an example. So what's going on with these masks?
No, shit. All right. No, we got 4,900.
Look at my
I can't see.
4,921
of you niggas in here.
Yeah.
Like the goddamn video, you ninja watchers. You ninja watchers, I was looking at the YouTube numbers, and over 55% of you guys don't like the video. You fucking ninja watchers, this shit pissing me off. You gotta make threats right now.
Like the video, sub to the channel, sub to Ivan Freak.
Yeah.
And right now, guys, do it right now. If not, we're gonna see my feet. You're gonna see my feet right now.
No, don't do it. We have guests in house.
Like the video.
We have guests in house.
Yo, we gotta make threats. What are we gonna do to them? If they don't like the video.
Right now, you're gonna see my feet and you're gonna smell them.
No.
You got guests right now.
Don't do it.
All right.
How many likes we got right now?
We got about 2.7K likes.
Oh, hell no!
You don't like the video right now. You fucking ninja watchers. This is bullshit. 500 likes right now. This sucks. You guys gotta like the goddamn video right now.
I'm sitting right now.
All right, ninja out.
Oh, ninja out.
What were you thinking when you saw that?
I'm the guest on your show. You ask me a question. I take the time to answer your question, even though if I don't agree with what you're saying, I'm like, all right, let me give this a try. You interrupt me for what?
Advantage.
Get out of here. Teleport.
Like the video right now.
Like, it's long.
Segments, that shit's dope. Date bayo.
Hey man, listen.
It was going on and on and on. There was no point. I didn't understand what they were saying. What was this about? I tried to comprehend. And I'm trying to make eye contact with Abba. Like, dude, what is going on? And the only, oh man, it was crazy. It's like, what was that? They come back on screen and they start talking, and I'm like,
so we're not gonna talk about this?
We're not gonna talk.
Look at kidnaps.
Yeah, guys, like the video, please.
I'm a preach. Was that funny or was that crazy?
No, it was a.
Preach, what's your thought?
I didn't know I was.
Maybe it's a segment that I'm not aware of.
Wow, you should have rehearsed that thing. Hey.
You were being nice.
I was trying to be nice.
You were trying to be nice.
I was trying to be nice. Yeah, because you know.
But you know what? Being nice is fucking feminine, and that's why you gay.
Yas.
One of the debates that we had was about paying for box, right? Our position was, we don't think guys should be paying for box because you're not gonna get genuine burning desire. Their position was, hey, pay for box anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, that's not what our position was. And even him, I'm gonna play the clip of what we actually said. But
I know some girls who work in escorting, and they tell me like they got regular dudes, very respectful, they follow the same protocol, and for them it's just a good way to get their rocks off because they're into weird stuff, or maybe they're just like, man, I ain't got time. I work too much. I'm in town for a weekend. You ready? Cool, let's go. Let's do this. And it's simple. So
the position was simple. The reason why some people might be inclined to go to sex workers and why it might be good for them, I gave two reasons. One of them, if you have like a weird kink, maybe you're just one of those people who needs somebody who's a professional, because not everybody's going to be able to go to a regular person with their weird kinks. And the second example I gave is that there's some people who are very wealthy and they like to travel. And sometimes when they travel in the city, they don't have time to go dating apps and do all this stuff. So they might just hire someone. So when people go to Vegas, that's why they get an escort, for example. That's why I'll say another shout out to me. I had a decent globe, right? showing up as someone's Ethiopian auntie. That outfit was crazy. I had a decent glow up, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, see,
100%.
and that's why they say you're gay. You need to stop being nice and complimentary, bro.
Fuck you, nigga.
Much better.
Okay.
Proud of you, bro.
Yeah, if we get demonetized, you know why. It's my fault. My bad. That's how you do it, Myron. When you get demonetized, you just say it was my fault. Carry on.
That's not the way to go. Respect.
And we had a good discussion on it, you know, buried the hatchet on some things that we didn't agree with, and it was pretty much done. And then on top of that, it was such a good discussion that Abba actually came back and did the after hour show later on that night.
This nigga lies like he breathes. I didn't come back and do the second show. I went in for the first show, and they're like, by the way, we're gonna start the second show in 30 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'm already here. But I was already on the fence a little bit.
Oh, in the meantime, you sent me a text. Help me.
You really did.
Facts. I was like, yo, because I was like, how's the show? Because I was really off of it. And I was like, it's like, yo, help me. I'm like, I'm here. You're over there.
And I need you guys to go back to 2021. At the time, I wasn't really familiar with these guys that deeply. I didn't know how weird they were, okay? So I stayed for the after hour show. And if you watch me on the after hour show, I was weirded out throughout the whole show. They did a bunch of stuff beforehand and during the show that I didn't like. One thing I asked them is don't bring a bunch of 19-year-olds to the fucking show and the panel, because I'm not interested in talking with 19-year-olds about dating and marriage. Like, that's and sure enough, and I also asked them just to make sure the panel wasn't exclusively white. And what did they do? It was like entirely white passing people. So, you know, it's fine. It wasn't like a big thing for me. But then throughout the whole thing and just the arguments that they were having and the kicking people out, when you're really there and you're watching, it's like, this is so unnecessary. I was able to have calm discussions with everybody. These guys were very antagonistic and unproductive. So by the halfway point, I was already over it. And then they asked me to stay for the after hour. I'm like, nigga, I'm out. I called somebody and I was out of that bitch. And I didn't go back since then. So that's a more accurate description, but it's okay.
But
They come out with a video called Fresh and Fit Are Capping Hard. We debated on legalizing selling poom poom. Now, I thought this was weird because in my eyes, I was like, wait, you were just here 4 months ago. We already had a discussion on this. Why would you put a video out saying that we're liars? You know, we lay into them, right? We start roasting them. I start making fun of Abba and Preach. I start making fun of Preach, his fat wife or his fat girlfriend, whatever it was. We say some shit like we're gonna send him back to a boat, send him back to Haiti in a boat, whatever. We're just fucking around, right? Talking shit. Because these guys are supposed to be comedians. These guys are supposed to be funny and have a sense of humor. And we're like, yo, you know what? We'll challenge y'all to a boxing match, right? I box Abba, Fresh boxes Preach. So they drop a video the next day, and it's called August 17, 2021, called They Talked About His Wife, Asked Him to Box, so Preach Accepted.
I see the video and I'm like, oh, bet. He calls me and he's like, you want film? I'm like, yeah. So Abba doesn't know at all what I was about to. I didn't even know what I was about to say.
If you watch that video, actually, you can see me start chuckling because I'm realizing what he's saying.
He's like, what? And mind you, I'm going to give you a behind the scene. Is I get to his place.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you. No, you don't have to say it. I'll tell you what he did. Because I was sitting editing, and this guy opens the door to my room. He doesn't take off his backpack. I think you had some on your back, right?
I was on my motorcycle, so I had my backpack. Yeah.
So this guy comes up, and he's just... and I'm facing forward. And he's just hovering.
And he turns around, he's like, nigga, you good?
And then he looks at me, he goes like this, he goes,
yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't even know what I was about to say. And he starts speaking the whole video, I don't say squat. And the problem in this, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is that I believe that we're from a different generation. A generation that when you used to talk like that person is gonna pull up. And I was like, yo, my parents, I'm supposed to go see my parents in the States. So I'm supposed to go, so let's go. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take both of y'all. I'm gonna take one bitch and I'm gonna take the other bitch. Twin sisters. That's what happened.
You know what?
I didn't even know.
But this is how you know Preach is just aura farming. Because the line isn't good, but because he said it, it's fire. And it's stuck ever since.
And what's funny to me is that I already accepted it, and he's trying to twist it like, yeah, Abba refused. Hey, I'm still here. I'm the original acceptor. Like
and you were also the insulted party.
I'm the one that got insulted. I'm the one. I'm still there. You trying to? No, it's Abba. No. It was me versus you two.
Later on that night, guys, we do after hours. So they dropped their hit piece on us about we disrespected his wife and his country, and then we dropped this video right here. We did after hours, but we said this at the beginning of the after hours show.
Real fast. On this podcast, we talk about accountability, okay? Yeah. And we are not above taking accountability. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, we made a mistake, okay? It is not cool to insult a man's country and or wife live on air.
And at this point, guys, we were done with it. As you guys know,
No, they were
videos
not.
on them they kept making videos because they realized if you make videos on Fresh and Fit, you're gonna get a lot of views. Because these guys were dead before we showed up, honestly. And you guys can see, if you look at their social blade stats, they were getting like maybe 10K. They had like 1.3 million. These guys were fucking dead in the water until we started making fun of them and so we got into this battle.
AI pictures are horrid. The AI pictures, come on, B.
I want to point everything on Preach, knowing that damn well both of us are not gonna fight Preach, bro. Come on, man. Preach can't fight all your battles, and we'll show you guys all the text messages. That's one of the biggest lies that they tell to this day, saying that we ran away from the boxing match. It was Abba that ran away from the boxing match. It wasn't Preach, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Fred.
Did you see that? The AI pictures.
What did they do to Walter? Why does Walter have...
What did it do to him? Back it up. They'll bring it back. What did it to him? You know damn well that Twiggy don't look like that.
Do you think he put in the prompt, whiten my skin, please? I feel like that was in the prompt.
Yo, we're talking shit about his wife and his country. Bro, number one, that wasn't his wife. Dumbass Preach goes on the Saucecast, and this is what he says.
Instead of going after what we said about their takes, they went personal.
That was August or something like that. That was like
way later.
Way later.
They found a picture of someone, and I'm going cheek to cheeks with that person, right? We're cheeks to cheeks, and we're blowing a kiss. And they took that picture and they said, that's his wife. Got him. It's not my wife.
No, got you, you fucking liar. So let's get this straight. You guys go ahead and orchestrate an entire fucking beef of us insulting your wife and your country. You run with it for views and clout, and you guys try to make the situation look a lot worse than it really was.
We
and you lied
orchestrate
and kept up with the lie for a year plus after the fact to go ahead and try to paint us as assholes for making fun of your fat wife.
That's why I say I feel like, remember that guy who was like manipulation?
Manipulation.
Yeah.
He's low IQ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened was he called your wife a bunch of names.
Yeah.
And then in a future stream, then just threw a picture up and said, that's the
Yeah,
person.
they were all boys being boys.
But he just spoke about your wife without anything. So that's why, I don't know why he's pretending like
exactly.
we were.
But that's what he's trying to spin the narrative. And saying that we orchestrated that. We didn't tell you, hey, by the way, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna insult my wife and we're gonna it's not what happened. No. You willy-nilly decided to do that.
Yep.
You decided to go personal.
Yep.
That was you. And it came to me after that. Some people reported, hey, by the way, they used the picture, and then I went to look and I saw that they sent me a clip of what happened and who you sent.
You want to know?
So I haven't seen none of that.
You want to know how this is not true? It's very easy. You never heard us ever claim that they posted a picture of his wife.
No, never did.
We never claimed that, not a single time, because that's not our claim. Now, we both know the individual that they posted the picture of.
Yeah,
and
started doing
it
comedy
annoyed
work.
us a lot because it sent unnecessary harassment to somebody who has nothing to do with anything. So these guys doxed this person for no reason, didn't know who she was. A bunch of people sent her a lot of hate and hateful comments. So imagine you're just existing and all of a sudden you get a brigade of people. I don't know if you thought this, but I thought this, it would feel really weird if they're like, oh, this is his wife, look how ugly she is. And then you come out afterwards and be like, oh my God, that's not my wife. It's like, why would you disown the person that you know?
Yeah,
like
of course.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys realize how many people have contacted me about Myron in his childhood.
Yes.
Friends sent me high school pictures of his family,
Walter and
whole
stuff,
bunch of.
yeah.
I've never posted any of it because at the end of the day, no matter how this guy might be, no matter how much I'm upset with his parents for allowing this person to exist, right? I would never think of ever posting anything about them.
I've always thought it was strange that they never talk about their personal lives. They never talk about what they do. But then again, when you're someone like Abba, who's getting pegged while you're on all fours, you probably don't want to share too much because it's probably embarrassing. Because at the end of the day, he's a sodomite, and he's never going to be able to live that shit down.
I always love when he says this.
Yes.
Because they keep playing this clip of me where I talk about the fact that I had a girl eat my ass. And they're like, nigga, you're gay. And I'm like, okay. I guess me doing sexual stuff with a woman is gay. Sure.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever you say.
Well, it is.
I'm super gay for ladies.
It is.
Whatever.
It is. What's not gay is having a whole ass girlfriend, not sleeping with her. That's not gay. That's not gay.
What's no, I'll demolish you. You know I'll f you up. You know it. I'll make you the fucking sodomite that you really are, you fucking pussy.
How are you gonna do that? Are you gonna start? Are you gonna wait? No. Pause. No. Let's take a little moment to dissect that. I will make you the sodomite that you really are. So
let's think about it. Let's think.
So that means that what you're gonna sodomize him? One, that makes you gay, and also a sodomite. That's crazy.
I think he was trying to pull the
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I think you watched too many clips and you thought
Mike Tyson. I'll fuck you till you.
But we've all seen you shadow box.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. One second. Let's bring it back right there. Edward dude grabbing him from behind.
Let me smell you, brother. My question is, where's his other hand? Okay, carry on. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. It's okay.
Here we go.
My bad.
No, cuddling good. That's not gay. I've been to a lot of concerts. I ain't never been by one of my homies yo. Because like,
hey,
no, because he's like in the ear and shit. Like, hey, nigga, let me.
Yeah.
He up in there. That's crazy, right?
Calm down, Diddy.
I looked at those pictures.
Calm down, Diddy.
Yo, shout out to Tree of Logic. But I wanted to be open-minded. Doesn't this look like a fucking Levi's commercial? Does this not look like an ad for jeans somehow? I don't know.
Yeah.
Literally never been sitting in like a booth and laid back into another man's lap. And while he... Nah, I'm sorry. Listen. You call me gay all you want for what I do with women. Sure, I don't care. Like, it just doesn't bother me. And if you think I'm gay, great. I had no plans of fucking you anyway, so what you think about my sexuality? Chef's kiss.
Their channel went up, and we can show you guys the Social Blade stats if you guys want to see. When this beef started, I showed you guys the numbers. They were getting 10K followers per...
So he's saying that we needed him to grow, but if you just look at the own evidence that he posted, this guy's maybe, I don't know, shout out, at least he posted the real thing. You can just see that we're growing the whole time, and we keep growing. 200 total million views. We hit that in January before that, and then we just kept climbing afterwards. Did that initial part of the beef give us a spike? Sure, but we were growing the whole time. Myron to me is a pay pig. You know what those are? You know what like those sex workers call a dude and they're like, hey, you f***ing loser. Go into your bank account, transfer $30, no, $3,000, because you're a loser, good for nothing dweeb who would be lucky to be able to sniff my feet after a long day on the elliptical. You understand that? The pay pig is like, I'll make you a sodomite, right? So at the end of the day, that's how I see Myron. Myron, every time I see him, I'm like, hey, free paycheck. Thank you. And I need simps like you to keep making content because it's just free money.
When we get back to Canada, we're going to make 20 more Fresh and Fit videos and pay for another vacation. You know what?
Why did he include that clip?
I know, man. That's stupid. That's such an L.
Hey, that's crazy. This man's stalking my Instagram for those. What did I say here? I didn't move an inch. Fuck all that meat. Halfway price. You think I made 70 plus videos on those Fresh and Fit suckers just to get sucked out of my Fresh and Fit money? My mama need a third condo. Facts. I might actually get her a fourth condo if they get remonetized. Thank you, YouTube.
Then we go to Barbados for what? Coconut, nigga.
Yo, next trip we should go to Barbados.
Let's go to Barbados.
Let's go interview people who knew Walter Weeks back in the day. You know how many people from Barbados have contacted us about these guys?
Yeah, about the time you farted in that class.
And then, anyways.
Barbados. Yeah, that will be the best vacation, bro.
If you guys want to go ahead and keep watching Gayness and Reach, please.
All right, that was the end of that segment. So that's the whole thing. Myron crying the whole time. As far as what I think about it, I don't really have much thoughts. People are like, "Oh, Abba, you guys are obsessed." Sure, whatever, man. Same way, like people are like, "Abba, you're gay." I'm like, "Sure, whatever you say." Honestly, he's just a pay pig. I like to make fun of him because it's just easy. Anything else?
Don DeMarco.
You know what I love thinking about?
What?
I just imagine this guy in his room practicing his speeches and be like, "Oh, you fucking losers now."
What speech? We are better than this speech?
Yeah,
of course. By next year, we'll lap you, crickets.
Like, think about it. We make a video on this guy, and this is how he gets.
College, and I was waking up every fucking morning at 5 o'clock. I didn't feel like it. Felt like shit. Dizziness because I had to run 7 miles, rowing all the time, going to the gym, etc. Training 3, 4, 5 times a fucking day for hours on end. I was like, God damn, this sucks. But I thank God that I went through it. It gives you the confidence. It gives you the backbone. You're able to stand there on your 2 feet, 10 toes down and say what the fuck you want to say because you've been through more than other motherfuckers. A lot of you guys have now suffered enough and you wonder why no one respects you because you're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're sitting in this chest like, well, yeah, just network with millionaires. I don't know if we're going to make it. Oh, now everyone's going to become a millionaire. You're a pussy. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you suffered enough, no one will stop you from getting it. Okay? You're going to have the mindset that I have. I will not lose. These 2 pussies in Canada try to destroy us. Guess what happens? We became even stronger from that shit. I'm like, say it. You hit me, I live through the battle, and I get stronger after the fact. Now, we're #1 men's podcast in the world. Those 2 clowns tried to destroy us, and they failed. I want your opponents to fear you. Have the fear of God. If I ever run into this mother, who's gonna beat the shit out of me. That's what I want, because you have the fierce tenacity that no one can fucking... Jesus. Again!
That voice crack betrayed him.
God damn.
He was kind of consistent. That voice crack went like, "Now you a bitch." It's
hard to watch.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could get like this passionate about this shit, but I just don't care enough. You know, like, I don't know. I don't have this like feeling that he has. So whenever he's like, but box me, I'm like, give me a reason. Like, you haven't given me a reason to. Like, you care about me. I don't care enough about you to do it. So once you give me a reason and, you know, give me some sense of motivation to do it, then I might indulge you. Anything else?
I like training, so.
You're just looking for an excuse, a little sparring partner?
Sparring is fun.
Yeah. I find this dude just kind of repetitive, a little bit dull.
Oh, repetitive? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wish I could say something new, but it's just like...
It's nothing new. It's the same thing over and over and over again.
Shout out to whoever did his hair transplant, though. Holy shit. That hairline, like, he said, make me Indian and just push that shit up to, like, here. Like, he had the East African going back, and he's just... And now you got a proceeding hairline. And it's just...
A proceeding.
And it's just moving forward. Just encroaching on his eyebrows. All right. Let's move on from this topic.